everyone, welcome back to Iglo Styles. This is your girl Cat Queen. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, leave your notification bell on so that you won't miss any video from me if you're new here. So all our old subscribers, welcome back again, and thanks for making your way through back to the channel. I'm going to be making a tapestry, if that's how to call it, Graphghan. Yes, so I'm going to be making a picture of my kids. So I'm going to be making something like this. This is their picture. So you can get the Graphghan or tapestry on Stitch Fiddle, or you can use the one you have if you know how to do it. But it's very simple. When you use the Stitch Fiddle, it gives you the design and type that you want. So this is the project. This is the correct picture. So I'm going to be using these 2 yarns here. These 3 yarns, you need a scissors and a measuring tape and also a hook. So I'm going to be using 3.5mm hook because I want the stitches to be a little bit smaller. But I already did the project, so I'm just going to show you guys how to really go ahead and how to make like a Graphghan. So now you go, if you haven't, I don't know how to explain like the size, so I just went ahead and do what it gave me. So because I was making this particular sweater for my husband, yeah, I was making like this picture for him, like a sweater, but I didn't give it the sleeve, so I ended up wearing it anyway. So now I'm gonna make a chain, enough chain, shoulder to shoulder length. Yes, so I'm just gonna do a little bit, but I already crochet the length that I need for me to start the Graphghan. So now you do shoulder to shoulder. Make sure you measure the shoulder to shoulder length, or it can even measure the size of the picture. So I'll show you guys. This is the size of the project. This is how big. It's very huge, I cannot lie. This is a huge project. It took me weeks, but I don't know, it didn't reach a month because at that time I really had time in my hand. So I'm going to start with this. So for you to go, when you're gonna make sure you have a layer first. This is not actually the size of the shoulder to shoulder. The length actually is this size. The shoulder to shoulder length that I made is this size. So I'm just want to show you guys how to go ahead about it. So now I'm gonna chain 1 and 2. We are going to be using half double crochet. So I'm gonna chain yarn over, I'm gonna skip this 2, come to the next and make my half double crochet, yarn over, come to this one, make my half double crochet, yarn over, come to this one and make my half double crochet. So you're gonna be making half double crochet all the way through until you reach here. Once you get here, you chain 2, turn your work and start from the points. Okay, let's go ahead and just do this one. Okay, so now I'm at the last point. So what I'm going to do is chain 1 and 2, turn my work, yarn over, come to the first space and make my double crochet. Go again, make my double crochet. So you're going to be making a double crochet in forward and back until you get the length size of what you want. So now I'm going to start by making the project, right? So once you get to a certain length, for me the project, when I started it, it was, the base was really long, so I had to get rid of some of the down parts, so make sure it's not too high. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to place this here, bring in my phone. So for me to start the project, they're going to tell me, they're going to ask you left or right hand. So they're asking, if you are using left, then you cancel. If you're using right, you, I don't know, something like that, you click on this side. But I am a right-handed, so I'm going to apply start. So they're going to ask you, you're going to be start doing first, you're going to start working on this all these empty spaces. Once you start working on these empty spaces, but it all depends on you, because if you work on these empty spaces, you're not going to reach to this starting point early. You are not. So as you click, this is how it keep going. It keep going this way, just the way you are going this way, it come with you again this other way. So if you see, when I'm going, you see it's rotating on the other side. It lets you go to the left, go to the left, you go to the right. See that? I'm trying to do this because I want to come up and start and show you guys how I started the project. Okay, so now we're going to start the project, right? So now I'm going to walk towards this end. So I'm going to start my daughter face right here. I'm going to start first with my daughter because hers come first. So now I'm just going to walk my way, my half double crochet, half double crochet. So I'm not going to go all the way too far. I'm just going to stop on this side right here. So now if it's black, they're going to tell you black. If it's when you reach to the point right now, because it's on the dark side, they're showing me black, right? So once I get here, so now they're telling me black, right? So now I'm going to insert my black. I'm gonna pull out this. Okay, so now I'm using my black, right? So now I'm just gonna make so I'm gonna yarn over and come in here and pull, right? So now I'm just gonna do slip knot, then slide the dark in here because we're working on the black. So now I'm gonna yarn over and come in here and make my black. Then I'm going to take the correct, it's giving me dark red. So I'm going to place this dark red up here and slip stitch and make the dark red as double crochet, chain yarn over. Now I'm going to take this again, it gives me black. So I'm going to yarn over, then slip stitch with the dark color. You see how it looks like? Then yarn over, I come to the next stitch, then pull my black. So now I'm going to tick again, it gives me red. You see that? So red, I'm yarning over and pull. After I pull, I yarn over, come to the next stitch and make my half double crochet. But I'm not going to do the whole half double crochet because I'm going to go next. Now they're telling me to make 10 black. So now I'm going to yarn over and slip stitch. So now this is how it look like. I'm going to be walking, I'm going to take this with me. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10, I'm not going to do the half double crochet with the black. I'm going to tick again, it gives me 10 black again. So now I'm just going to go and do my 10 black all the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10. So I'm going to click again. It's going to give me 10 black. So I'm going to be working my 10 black all the way down, all the way where you see this end. So I'm going to be ending. So now it gives me 10. So I'm going to be doing at least 40 tens. So in fact, I'm supposed to leave this one behind. I'm going to leave it behind. So the picture that I made is similar to this one because I made two types of colors. So because of time, I'm not going to go all the way down. I'm just going to stop here. Then I'm going to click next, click next, click next, click, and for now it's turning me, the work is turning this way. So now I'm going to go this way, and now see that we're coming back to the red. So I'm turning my work. So because of I've already done the project, I'm just giving you guys like a starting point. So I'm just gonna go ahead and turn my work. The black's supposed to come all the way down here. Then you continue with the red on this side. Then you turn again with the red. Then you pick up the black and go on the other side. So now I'm just going to turn around with the black since I already finished making the project. I'm just showing you, I'm just giving you guys guidelines if you want to make something like this. But I cannot lie to you, this is a really long project. You must have patience and time and time to do this work. So now I'm going to click. So now they're telling me to make 7 black. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 here. So I'm just going to put this one, set 1, and this is 2 and 3 4 5 6, then 7, right? So now next it's telling me to make 7 dark red. So I'm going to bring in my red since we already left this one here. It's going to stay there. If you like, you can cut it out and use it for this other side. I'm going to make slip knot, then I'm going to pull, right? So I'm going to tie this one to the black. I'm not going to leave it like that. I'm going to tie it up, then yarn over, then come here and slip stitch. So now I'm going to be working with 2. So I'm going to make my 7 red in these 7 stitches. This is 4 5 6 7. So now it's going to tell me to go back to black. So I'm going to switch over to black. So I'm going to do 10 black all the way down. So just pretend, if you're doing this, just pretend this is 10 black. I'm going to be doing 10 black, but I'm not going all the way down here. I'm just going to go ahead and turn my work. So if it goes again, go all the way. So now it tells me to do 2 red on top of this one here. So if I turn my work, remember when you go all the way, okay? So here, then here, then here, then I slip stitch, then I'm going to be doing 2 red on top of this one, 1 and 2. So now it's telling me to use white. So I'm going to connect my whites. This is my white yarn. I'm going to place it and slip stitch. Then I'm going to tie my work now to the red. I'm going to be leaving the black behind. We are going to be working on red and white. So now I'm going to be using the red and white while the black left. I'm going to leave the black behind. So yarn over, come to this next space, pull and slip stitch. You pull, go to the next place. Oh, it said one white, 1 red. So white, yarn over, come here, pull, then you're going to attach it with the red and pull. So you see that? So you click after you finish doing the red, then you go now with the whites. You make 2 whites in this next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. You go again, it say make 3 red. You're gonna go with your 3 red, 1 2 1 2 and 3. The next one is a black. So now you connect your black, you pull, then you work with your black. So this is how you do Graphghan. This is how you change your stitches. How you click and take you, what number it gives you is the number you're going to put on your work. So that's it. Hey, 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 hey. So I finished making this. So I realized it's a little bit long. I added more yarn on this side more than the upper part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce from this end. I'm going to try to put like a needle, but I'll show you guys in a minute. I need to reduce this end to cut it out, but how I'm going to do it, just stay tuned. These are my beautiful babies. Okay, so now I'm about to work on where I am going to be cutting off. So as you can see, I already placed a stitch marker on this side because that's where this what make it like a 100 row. So now I'm going to use that extra yarn to work on where I am going to cut and stitch again. I'm going to flip this over. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go underneath where it says where these bubbles are, but make sure you only get the stitch. So I'm taking my time to go underneath the bubbles. Make sure it doesn't attach to the one at the back. Make sure it's free, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all that. So now I'm at the last part. So now I'm just gonna pull my remaining. So now, so if you see the front, you can see the green lines, but if I flip it to the back, you can barely see it. So now what I'm going to do is, now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut down this side because I want the up part. I don't want this down part. I do not want it. So I'm gonna cut right here in the middle with my scissors. Okay, so I'm a little bit scared, but hey, I just need to do this, okay, for the project to look more cuter. So now I'm just gonna go in here. I don't know if you guys can see. I want this part up here. So now I'm just gonna cut right here in the middle. Oh, I'm scared, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it anyway. So I'm gonna cut all the way down. As you can see, I'm gonna cut all the way down, because after I've made this beautiful project, for me to undo all of it again it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So let me see how this one turns out. This one now. This is one for me. Okay. So remember, you're not gonna take the rope out, okay? Now you're just gonna get rid of some of these ones. You're gonna get rid of them. You're gonna get rid of them, or you can still work on top of it. It's gonna be a lot of work though to get rid of this excess. Yeah, you don't need them anymore. So take your time, take your sweet time by moving them out from the way. Are you seeing this? See, I need a new tripod. I need me a new tripod, and this tripod that I'm using is not doing me justice. But anyway, so get rid of all of these ones, you see. And after you've got rid of these ones, then I'm going to show you next what to do. Okay, so now I'm done with this. Is the other part of the sweater. So now what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to get my 3.5mm hook. I don't know if you guys can see it. 3.5, yes, 3.5. So now I'm going to so now before me making do whatever I need to do, so I'm going to take out my darning needle. So I'm going to get rid of this one. So it's tied here, but still I want to make sure it's safe, because if this one loose, the whole project's gonna be ruined, and I don't want it to be ruined. So I'm gonna insert this in here. Yes, went through. So I'm gonna pull this up, then I'm going to attach it again. So yes, so now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in here in this two. I'm going to go in this two chain in here. Where are you? These two chains, these two stitches. Let me in now. Oh God. Okay, 1 and 2. So these two here, right? So now I'm going to use my excess yarn, this one right here. I'm going to make a chain, then pull this one in and make a chain. So now I'm gonna go for these two here, these two right here, 1 and 2. So this is our foundation chain that I'm making now. 1 and 2. Make sure you don't take the green now, because you don't need it. So I'm going to pull it over, then slip stitch, then yarn over, go back again in this two, in here, in this two. I don't know if you guys saw the first one that I did. Let me do that again. I'm a little bit straining. So I already make my slip stitch. I made my one chain up. So I'm going to go in this two here. Then I'm going to yarn over and slip stitch. So that's how we start off our foundation chain. So after making slip stitch, I'm going to go back again in these two stitches. Make sure you don't skip a stitch, no matter how it's not allowing you to get through. Force your way in. Forcing my way in the next one. Oh boy. Yeah. This one. So I'm going with my excess, so I'm just gonna pull and slip stitch. Let's go in the next two. It's a little bit hard, but just take your time, because you want your foundation to be neat as possible as you can. Okay, we got it. Then yarn over, then slip stitch on the 3. You go again in here, 1 and 2. You take each 2. You're not taking one, but each 2. After these 2, you take the other 2. You yarn over, you slip stitch. So far so good. This is how our foundation chain is looking. So go ahead and finish up the row. Then when you're done, you come back up and meet me. I'll be waiting for you at the end. Okay, so now I'm at the last 2 and slip stitch underneath, then chain 1. So now I'm going to cut out this one and pull. So now I'm just gonna pull out this. So this is how it look like. So now I'm just gonna draw this out. It's not the prettiest, but hey, I'm just gonna try to get this out. Let me cut it on this side so maybe it can be easier to pull. So I take it out. So now this is how it looks like. It's all equal. Oh, it look nice and decent, huh? Okay, so now I'm gonna join. I started working on this side like single crochet on the edges, which I'm just going to continue, but I'll show you guys on the other side. So now I'm going to stitch the side of the sweater. I'm going to start from here, make a slip stitch, slip knot, pull, then chain one. So I'm going to be working on the ends. So I'm going to go in here, make a single crochet, 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 go in here. I'm gonna be doing single crochet all the way down, and go ahead and okay. So now this is the other panel. So this is going to be my good side, and this is the bad side. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and join these two together. I already do my single crochet on both sides, or 4 of them. So now I'm just gonna attach this one to this one, but before I attach this one to this one, first we're gonna make a measurement of the okay. So now from here to here is 8, so I'm going to place a stitch marker right here. I'm going to place a stitch marker here, then I'm going to try to get onto this one also. From here to here is 8 inches. I'm going to place another stitch marker here. So now if you want a better way of doing this, you join both together. When you join both together, this is the outcome. So it's supposed to be equal like this for it to meet here. But when I'm stitching the shoulder part, I'm not going to stitch it all the way to where the pin is. I'm going to leave maybe like 2 steps, like 1 2 here, so the neck area can be a little bit free. You don't want it to be too tight. For this this sweater, I'm up here to down here is 34, almost 34 inches, and for the width I made this way too long, but that's okay. For the width it's like 23 and a half. Okay, so I'm going to put this on top. I'm going to stitch these two together. I'm going to stitch these two together. So I'm going to start from up here to probably down here. So I'm going to take my hook, I'm going to take my hook and pull in. I'm going to come in here, in here. I love you, my Baba. I love you. I need a baby. I love you, my baby. So I'm gonna slip stitch in here. So I'm gonna be taking. I had talked. Okay, so now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in here. and cut off my yarn. Where's my scissors? And cut off my yarn. Then pull. So go ahead and do the same thing on this other side here. Okay, so now I've stitched the other side. I've stitched both sides, and also I've stitched the other side of the sweater. Yeah, so now I'm going to stitch the other side of this, but I'm going to place a stitch marker. I'm going to remove this to place a stitch marker. This is where I stopped, so I'm just going to follow this line and place a stitch marker right here. So now I'm going to start from the bottom and come all the way up. So I didn't cut out my excess yarn for up here because I'm going to work on the neck soon. So now I'm just gonna go in here, and I go into the next one. I'm gonna bring in my yarn, gonna slip knots and pull. I'm gonna tie this later on, so I'm gonna make a chain. So I'm going to go in between the single crochet that I did earlier. I'm gonna go in between them and slip stitch. Go to this one and the next one, and the next one, and slip stitch. Then go again to this one, you go to the next one and slip stitch. You go to this one, go to the next one and slip stitch. So you're going to be slip stitch until you get to the stitch marker. Then you stop, and I'm going to meet you there. Okay, so now I am at where the stitch marker is. Just gonna stitch, take this off and go in here and pull and make 2 stitch up. So now I'm going to turn this inside out. I already stitched outside, so I'm just going to turn this inside out. So now I'm just going to work my way. I'm just going to work my way oh, so now I'm going to make it be making single crochet all the way around in this, all the way around. So go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go in here, make my single crochet, single crochet, single crochet. When you're doing this, make sure you're doing it on the good side. Single crochet, single crochet, single crochet. So I'm going to be doing it all the way around until I get here, seal my work, then we're done. Okay, so now we're almost at the end. I'm gonna do one more in here, slip stitch, go in here and tie, then cut your yarn, then pull. So now I'm going to be working my single crochet all the way around, and also gonna work on the bottom part. Okay, so this is the outcome of the sweater, the sleeveless. So it's all done and ready to use. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you can subscribe, like this video, and leave your notification on so that you won't miss another video from me. Bye.